Okay, so for the fourth one, since we don't have a fourth person here, I put out on Twitter and I was like, hey, we need a fourth topic. And there was one suggestion that I saw, and it was like, future games that you're excited for. And my first thought was Pokemon. And then I started thinking, it just kept branching off and off of that. Like, if you could be in the Pokemon universe, would you? But then I was like, okay, if you could have any Pokemon as a pet in this world, where there's like actual consequences, like if you said Charmander, his tail is going to be lighting things on fire. It's like, think about it in this world. If you could have one as a pet, what would you pick if it had actual consequences? Because, I mean, Charizard would be huge. Or, he's not like, massive by any means, but I think he's like almost 6 feet tall. Can you, like a 6 foot tall dragon walking, he's not a dragon walking through your house, So I would almost think my first thought then would be Growlithe, because he's small, he's cute, he's like a puppy, but then also he could shoot flames out of his mouth. So if he gets mad at you, he starts barking like, someone walks in your house, he's going to like murder him with flames. He's going to cook him, right? Be like, how would you want your burglar? Like medium well, like whatever. But that's, it's like...
Charred.
Like I'm just like kind of thinking like real world consequences, what would you pick?
I mean... The obvious one for me would be something that I can ride on the fly.
Yeah. Okay, so like a Pidgeot or something. But then would you want a massive bird like that in your house? Because you would have...
Well, it wouldn't be kept in my house.
Oh, you would just let it be out. It'd be an outdoor pet.
You do your fun. Don't poop on cars. You might kill someone. But, there's really only one answer, Jordan. Party wiener.
Sorry, one more time?
Party wiener.
Did you say party wiener?
Party wiener.
And
there's only one answer.
There is.
You've never seen that meme, have you?
I have not. And now you said you wanted something you could write on, and then you say party wiener.
This one's not that.
Okay.
No. Party wiener. That means Weedle.
Oh. See, you go, I want something I can write on. Party wiener. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
No, I said my obvious answer would be something I could write on the fly.
Okay.
But outside of that, there's only one real answer. Party wiener.
Okay.
Or Punchy Rock. He's pretty cool, too.
I mean, yeah, Geodude's cool. That one I knew.
Actually, I mean, if you really want one, it's Ditto.
Ditto would be really cool.
Ditto.
Because then you get anything. But all right,
right.
so should we exclude Ditto from this
I think
conversation?
we should.
Because otherwise you'd be like, hey, Ditto, like I want to fly today, so become a Dragonite and you're off. Like that that seems kind of cheating. It'd be you're right. It's the obvious choice. But and then I almost feel like we should exclude legendaries from this as well. So like no Mews, because I feel like Mew would be an awesome pet because he can kind of do anything almost. But
he's also adorable.
Or like
he's also adorable.
Celebi,
yes.
who controls time and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, like I said, Growlithe would be great, but then, like I said, you have the consequence of he could potentially fry a human being, right? Mm-hmm. Which I don't know.
I mean, well, that's... Voltorb or Electrode, infinite electricity?
That would be really cool. Just power your whole house.
I mean, you could think about that anyway, like, you want fire of any kind or something, maybe working a forge or a smelter. Any fire Pokemon. You want water, infinite water source, any water Pokemon, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm thinking around here, it'd be really cool to have a Lapras, but then, like, where would I keep the Lapras at my house, Like, I mean, we live in an area with a ton of lakes and a ton of water, so that would be kind of fun. But, like, I don't need a fishing boat. I just go out on my...
Monster.
Yeah, there you go. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Oh, dude, I'm just imagining... Can you imagine just taking a Lapras out onto Big Spirit and just be like... Hey, sup, guys? I'm just here to watch fireworks with my Pokemon. Be like, dude, your boat's in my way. Lapras, just shoot it out. Use your water gun,
See, I don't know. My favorite Pokemon's always been Arcanine. So I have
yeah. He's huge, though.
Exactly. You could ride him to work.
That'd be...
He's fast, too.
He is very fast, but I almost feel like I'm kind of on Dan's side with this. I'd want something I could fly. And
you can go a lot more places.
Yeah, so I would almost say Dragonite because he wouldn't start your house on fire. But
I get that.
And he also looks freaking derpy as all get out. I love it. Like I know on our Pixelmon server that I had back, a few months ago, we would call every Dragonite. Their name by default was just Big Oof because he just looks like a big oof, right? Like that. That's his name, and I love it. He's one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. So that would be an obvious choice for me as well. Other than the fact that, he's pretty big. I mean, if you're gonna be able to ride on it and fly, you have to think about where you're gonna store it. And I don't have the space to, I can't have a giant dragon bigger than me walking around the house. There's just no room for it.
Build a new house.
Build a new house just for the Pokemon. I can be on board with that.
I think you should get Snorlax and just like put him in a
That's
street,
basically me,
just in
though.
a street, and let him sleep
Yes.
and just block the road
I concur.
for fun.
That would be a lot of fun, actually.
It would be a lot of fun.
Put it in front of the door of a business that you hate. Perfect.
Hey, you're
just-
closed today.
Just plop them right at that four-way stop out
Right.
by Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Oh.
stop. I mean, the traffic
Oh.
there's bad enough as is. Oh, man. I guess, going back to the storage thing, though, so maybe we wouldn't have to worry about the size and stuff as much because it'd be in a Pokeball, too.
That's true. You
True.
could.
So are we going to include Pokeballs in this so that way the size, because I always say size doesn't matter, so should we have Pokeballs for that?
Mm,
You're such a child. You were waiting forever to use that one, weren't you?
I actually just kind of thought of it as I was talking. But anyways,
All right.
so that's a thing that you could
that
take
brings
into
up some
consideration as
other
well.
issues. Can we catch anything in a Pokeball? Can we catch other people in a Pokeball?
No, you cannot have a slave.
I wasn't talking about slaves. I was just, that could be really bad.
Can you imagine? Be like, I just think of like the Oblivion Guard. Stop! You violated the law. Throw a Pokeball at this guy and just like that's the new way to arrest people. Prisons are just like buildings filled with Pokeballs.
It's just a Pokemon Center. That's it.
Yeah, I'd be like, well, you know what? Time for your re-energizing nap. Dun dun da da da. Everyone's just back on the shelf.
Yeah,
That'd be-
dude. I feel tired. Just put me in a Pokeball. Put me in the healing thing. Take me out. I'm all good.
Dude, there's so many other consequences that we did not think of until just now. But no, so I'm thinking Dragonite that would have to be mine. If we're excluding legendaries, Dragonite would be up there. There's a few other ones that I would love, and I don't know why this is such a stupid answer. I've always really liked Shuckle. Like, he's just such a derpy Pokemon. I'm not saying I'd
Okay.
want him as a pet, but I could see where having a Shuckle just kind of around the house would be kind of funny.
at first.
That's one thing. Jigglypuff would be great for anyone with like insomnia. If you can't get to sleep
That's
at night,
true.
you get
That'd be good.
Jigglypuff, put you to sleep immediately, and you get like the best sleep of your life. And there's so many different things that if you think about it that way too, you can kind of go along and think of different answers.
Yeah.
Because there's some Pokemon I would absolutely not want. Like some that just no way. Like think about like Haunter, right? And Gengar, they go in and like feed on your nightmares. Like they make you have nightmares and they feed off of them.
Well, you just send those to your enemy's house.
Yeah, exactly.
Just be like, hey, go play with Dan tonight. Whatever.
Hey, I mean, whatever works, right?
I mean, it would, but
It'd be really dark.
so I guess if I had to put one final answer on it, I would say I would probably have to pick
Dragonite.
just because I mean it's Big Oof. I feel like I would get along really well with the Dragonite. I feel like it'd be fun to be like, you know what? When
He's huge. You're huge.
I look dumb, he looks dumb.
I wasn't gonna say it.
We were all thinking it though, but
So, yeah, then I'm thinking more like practical uses though too, because you'd be able to, fly anywhere, which would be great. Like
Yep.
that
That would
long
be my
road trip
thought.
I just saw. Can you imagine? No more traffic jams. I just hop on Dragonite and be like, all right, dude, let's go. We're gonna go down to Atlanta this weekend because why not? I don't have to pay for gas. I just get you food.
could also go with something like an Abra
I was
or
gonna say,
those
yeah.
and do teleportation.
Oh,
you
that-
don't even have to
Yeah, there
drive.
you go.
That's a fair point.
Or
Yeah,
if you don't have to fly, you can just go straight there.
that's a fair point. But the thing with teleport though is it takes you to the last Pokemon Center you visited. So like it'd be like the last.
Only in the game.
Well,
Only in
yeah,
the
no.
game.
So, in my mind, though, that would take you to the last place you recharge. So I think sleeping. It would take you home. It'd take you
Still
to like,
would
the last
have
place
all
that
of your
you-
travel
That's true.
because you just have to drive one way, and you can immediately go home.
drive one way. So I guess you'd have to rent a car because you're not.
Or just hitch ride with somebody else. Use public transportation. Whatever.
I guess you could fly technically. It'd be like, yeah, I want to.
But I'm also assuming that they have the ability to teleport other places as well.
See, but I know in the game they never really. You can use it to escape battles. So if you're in a bad situation, you could be like, "Yep, we're out," and you can use it to get home or use it to get to a Pokemon.
Or
Center,
they run away from you in battles. So where do they go? It's not like they go to the last.
They just go like 10
healer
feet.
they've
They go
been
like
at.
10 grass blocks that way, and you find it again. It's like
No, that's its brother.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One of its mini siblings.
Yeah.
So what would you guys, if you had to pick like just one definitive?
Since you already took like a flying one, I won't do that. But Electrode or Voltorb and just have infinite energy.
And then get a Tesla, so you can just constantly have it energizing your car.
And then just like siphon that off and sell it too.
Oh, you could make so much money.
I
So
could
you
make a lot of
So
money.
you're gonna like monopolize the energy industry with a Pokemon. That almost seems like slavery, then, doesn't it?
We don't talk about it.
We don't
So we're not gonna talk about the
those
moral aspects. You
Yeah.
just okay. So
I'll feed him. It'll be nice.
What do you feed an Electrode, anyways?
I don't know.
Metal? Batteries?
I don't know.
Like
Maybe it
here's a couple double A's.
It feeds
enjoy.
on its own electricity. I have no idea.
Let's see.
Make sure it doesn't blow up.
Ooh, self-destruct.
Maybe we'll stick with Voltorb. If Voltorb doesn't have a mouth, I don't have to feed it.
That's actually that's a fair point. You're right.
Big brain right there.
You know what? I might go with the Alakazam because they can do their teleport, but they can also have telekinesis. So I can just have them like move things to me, and I don't even have to get up anymore.
Alakazam, clean my room. Everything just kind of goes back to its right spot.
So
Set
powerful.
up the podcast. Pulls the table out, puts the chairs here, plugs the microphone. That'd be useful. Oh,
And if I have
still-
heavy lifting to do, moves it.
See, I like your teleportation thing. I would still have to go with the flying though. I'd still go with Dragonite because you can't really hover with teleportation unless it's like constantly teleporting you. Which at that point,
Oh,
like,
just teleport to the sky and just do skydiving.
that would be fun.
And
dude, I
then
wanna go
when you get really
skydiving so
low,
bad.
it just teleports you back to the ground and you're safe.
Until it forgets, and then it's over.
It's like, oh, this is so mean, but that just kind of reminds me of, this is totally off the rails, but I went to my buddy's house one time, and this was so petty and so mean, but I jumped off of a mountain in Oblivion and saved it while I was in the air. So anytime he loaded the game, he would fall to his death and die. Like, he would just die immediately. And so he had to start a new character, and I kind of felt bad, but at the same time, it was funny because he was getting really, really mad.
You are a jerk.
You are a jerk.
Hey, I was in middle school, man. I've grown up a little bit since then. I wouldn't do that now. Now I'd save it to the cloud. I'd back up your save, and then I'd do it. Just to make you mad, but then you could get it back.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
That was before cloud saves. But anyway, so yeah, I would pick Dragonite. You would pick Voltorb. And then you would pick Alakazam, is what you said? I like how we all picked Gen 1.
That's the
Well, it's
real
the best
generation
gen.
right there.
See, I love Gen 2. I love Gen 3. And then even the newest one, like with Sword and Shield, I guess I can think of a couple from that. Like Dreepy is really kind of cool. I like Dreepy. He's a dragon ghost type. Like, that's awesome, that'd be cool. But I can't really think of like the real world benefits to having a Dreepy, I guess, Other than the fact that he's a dragon, so I guess you could still technically fly, like, but he doesn't have wings, so it'd be.
He can just drink some Red Bull. He'll have wings.
Oh, man. Okay. That's respectable. So if that's the case, then just get a Snorlax and give him Red Bull. You get a flying tank, dude.
He's still asleep.
He's still asleep.
Okay. I feel like I'm actually more like a Snorlax than anything now that I think about it. Just always sleeping and hungry.
Yeah. I'm down with that.
Because I really want to go eat food. And I just ate before you guys got here, and I'm already hungry again.
It's a lifestyle.
It's bad, dude. Do you know what else is bad? That we have to end this episode at some point. So I think this
It's all
is
good. I ordered pizza for 8:30, so.
Dude, we should have a E3 stream.
When is it?
I don't remember the exact day. I think it's like June 13th or something like that, but we can look into it. I don't remember. It's that weekend, I think. 'Cause I think the 14th is Monday.
That's Trevor's wedding, so.
Oh, that's true. God dang it, Trevor. Had to get married. Okay, so
How dare you?
How dare
Come
you
on,
get
man.
married?
Come on.
So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching episode 3 of Uncalled For -1, making it 3.
Self-titled episode.
Self-titled.
So, is next episode like our, they have golden birthdays? Is like our golden episode, Uncalled For episode 4?
Sure.
Sure. We'll take it.
We can celebrate.
Are you
It'd be-
bringing cake?
I mean, I'd eat it.
Well, you have to bring it to share.
That's true.
Then
We're
no,
expecting
we're,
this now.
we're not going to
We're
celebrate
expecting
then.
this now.
If that's
There
the
will be
case,
food.
There will be food that Jordan is providing for us.
no.
I approve of this.
I don't.
Yep.
So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Like I said, this is Uncalled For, streamed on Twitch every single
-1.
Monday night at twitch.tv/Huge Media Studios. And then these will be posted on YouTube at youtube.com/Huge Media. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Been an absolute pleasure having you guys here. Anything you'd like to say before we close out?
Have a good one.
Take care.
Bye-bye.